Like I was saying, a good black man like myself, we really don't even feel really inspired to save the black community, and that's the thing why I'm not really focusing on trying to save girls or the Millennium Girls because I've tried. I, I've tried doing rape crisis, even though I wasn't in the emergency room with a rape patient. I have felt kind of this weird places of not fitting in, not being able to relate. Girls aren't comfortable talking to guys about situations, even if it's about them or somebody they know. So, a black male trying to, do something about rape or domestic violence. I mean, if you want to do it for charity or just to feel good or get some tax reductibles, knock yourself out. But there's just really nothing you can really do because females aren't going to notice you. They're not going to respect you. They're not going to. And maybe it's my bad for always trying to imply dating and sex indirectly, but let's just be honest. You can be the saving grace. Um, you can be doing this and that for the black community, but is it enough? You know, is it really enough to make a change? There's so many black organizations out there, but yet there's little being done. You know, kids are still reading below grade level. They're still struggling to pass the graduation test. Little girls are still getting pregnant at age of 14 and 15 by guys 3 years, 3 times their age. And I'm just kind of like scratching my head, I don't feel like there's any black organizations to even waste my time. That's why I'm not in any black organizations at school or just in the neighborhood in general because it's just really a waste of time. And I'm just kind of annoyed because I'm just one person. And the thing is, there's really not an organization out there, in my area at least, to where I like and I feel like they're doing something that can really make a change. I'm looking for an organization that believes in black patriarchy, black leadership, black male leadership, black men, um, imp, imp, losing my breath here, employing each other, hiring each other, uh, you know, we need to find a way to get an economic base so where a black man can have a higher reliance on another black man to be hired or be put on or at least in an internship to where he can get somewhere. you know we really need those organizations where we can get the boys on track. The problem is with a lot of these organizations is that they continue to maintain um, matriarchy, and they want to they want girls to lead. They want girls to maintain the patriarchy. I mean, not patriarchy, the matriarchy, and maintain the fuckery in the black community. The boys are just becoming cheerleaders, and the boys get dumbass goals like, well, you know, you're a boy, so black males they don't live long, and I've been fed this lie. This is gonna be into another video, but black men have been fed the lie or the myth or this kind of pathetic motivation that if you graduate and if you live beyond the age of 25, you know you you're accomplished, because you could have been in jail. you could have been you could have had 4 kids. You could have had AIDS. You could have had an STD, or or some other shit. And we get dumb goals. We always get goals for just being there. You know, you're in college. How many black men are in college? All of them in jail. You know, marry yourself a good black woman. How many black men are actually marrying black women? Not many. Black men are still worshiping white women and Latino women. But even though black men have a higher chance of dating interracially compared to black women, majority of black men still date black women. But we're fed these dumbass goals, and well, a lot of these organizations that black boys are in, the black boys are ignored. They're put on the shelf, and sometimes the black boys are even just grown up to not even give a damn about education. I was in a school where we're teaching kids how to use electronics, you know, wiring, teaching them how to, be technicians and shit. And there's the girls are very into it. Even the popular girls, or the girls you wouldn't think would be into it, or into it. But the sad thing is that we have black boys that just are used to, or just they're just there. You know, they don't really deserve to be there, but they're just there. They have no interest. They're goofing off. They're lollygagging. They don't even pretend to even enjoy the program. There are boys that like it, black boys that like it, but the issue is that black boys are being conditioned and trained to not um, to not worry about education. They're not being taught to lead. They're just being taught to be there. Just go to school just because so I can go to work and I won't have to babysit. I used to hear that all the time when I was in high school. Not from my mom, but from other parents. And black girls are getting these kick-ass organizations. Telling them to be CEOs and running their own company, and I'm seeing a lot of. And the thing is, the biggest goals that I see for black boys is just being a goddamn athlete. Be a basketball player, be a football player. That's basically it. But the girls, they're thought to be, run companies. If they're lucky enough not to get pregnant. But that's another issue, man. That's the issue with a lot of these kids. And I grow tired of black organizations. I don't really fit into them. Um, they just don't. Too many of them are just matriarchal to where they believe in equality and the intersectionality. But I'm giving up on these things. I'm giving up trying to care too much um, about fuckery and all the BS, in the community, because I don't see how things can get better, at least in my lifetime. But that's really all I gotta say.